Hey guys, what is going on? Robrigo here with TheNewbs, and today I'm going to cover everything you need to know for the brand new Warzone game mode in Call of Duty known as Iron Trials 84. I'll break the video down into specific topics, including general rules of the mode, how loot and equipment will work, as well as changes to the Gulag. If you want to skip to a certain part in the video, just click the timing links in the description. So let's start with a general overview and the rules. Iron Trials 84 is being built as a variation of Warzone to appeal to the very best players, or those who consider themselves a Tier 1 operator. In effect, this is still Warzone in its Battle Royale format, just not as we know it. With that, we still win by result of last team standing, with a collapsible circle shrinking throughout the game, and we still have the Gulag. However, the match duration is quicker in Iron Trials, with a 12% reduction in match timers, while the circle collapse speed has increased by 12%. This means you'll see on average at least 2 less minutes in a match compared to the typical Warzone mode. There's also no free loadout drops, so those players who want to use their custom loadouts will need to buy them using the in-game dollars during a match. In terms of vehicles, we'll only get access to ATVs and dirt bikes, and the buy stations that I just mentioned have seen some inflation. As you can see on the screen, the prices compared to a normal round of Warzone are marked up quite high. In terms of your operator, you'll now get 250 base health in Iron Trials, compared to 100 in normal Warzone, which inevitably will increase the time to kill, or TTK. Having said that, the health regen delay increases from 5 to 7 seconds, and regen per second is decreased, so while you'll get more base health, you'll actually regain it slower. All players will be dropped into the map with a 44 Magnum pistol and a sledgehammer. One of the key changes in Iron Trials is the loot. There will be less loot boxes, and this also means less epic and legendary weapons available to find throughout the map. There's also a reduction in the drop rate of kill streaks, so players won't be able to spam things like UAVs, with the thinking being here that they'll have to use their raw talent to find and eliminate enemies. Large cash piles are also harder to come across in Iron Trials, and finishing up on loot, there will be no dead silence or stopping power available. Looking briefly at weapons, and there has been several nerfs for this mode. An example given from the devs is that a single headshot from a sniper will now only down an enemy if they are within 30 meters. But as long as you're an elite sniper, the type of player this mode is supposedly tailored to, then getting follow-up shots should be relatively easy. It's also worth mentioning that the Gulag experience, while still available, will not feature things like a Kimbo, shotguns, and will also have limited tactical equipment. If you win your Gulag matchup, then you'll respawn with whatever equipment you had during the Gulag. In terms of the playlist for Iron Trials, you're only going to be able to play this in duos. Another nod to the idea that you only get to rely on one teammate and thus have to rely more on your own skill. It's a nice idea and variation to the original Warzone mode, and it is pushed heavily the idea, as I've mentioned several times, that only the very best players will succeed. If you manage to win in Iron Trials, you will be gifted a unique calling card, so you can show off to other players that you triumphed here. In reality, Iron Trials is not necessarily a new game mode for Warzone, it's just the regular Battle Royale, but with some tweaks to the rules that make it much harder to scavenge, more difficult to kill your opponents, and with a bit of added speed to a match with the quicker circle collapses. It will be interesting to see what the take-up of this mode is like beyond the initial intrigue of what it actually is. If this video helped you out, or you just enjoyed watching along, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help us out as we push on to 1k subscribers. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.